And I'm
face forward and everything.
I've got to get on my... I'm not even on PM Artist Studio. I'm still watching Netflix.
Yeah. Well, that's not good.
Okay, where are we here? There
Hello,
we are.
everybody. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
We are PM Artist Studio.
Get that out of the way, just right out of the gate. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because why? We are a friendly bunch. And this one over here did not turn down her sound. There we go.
Sorry.
See, now y'all know why I ask every time. Just turn it.
No, sometimes I do. I mean, I've been really good here lately.
Well, lately, yeah.
But I was listening to this because it's actually in English.
I'm fixing the... Sorry, I was messing with the mic. We were all a little discombobulated. Well, who's it, what's it? I don't have any jewelry on today. Basically, it's my face. And I'm here. And then this one over here is here.
Yeah, I'm here with my jewelry on and makeup and everything. And I have a really sore nose because I've been blowing it a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I did snort some more allergy medicine, so maybe that'll...
Do y'all want to know about that?
Yeah, I want to know about that.
Alright, so, do say hello in the chat. About to say y'all's names, and I don't know that you're here unless you say hello in the chat. That's how it works. Alright, so, we have Anthony is here, Art Curious, that is Miriam. Miriam has been doing some wonderful things, making some interesting stuff, utilizing the medical tape, and then there was some alcohol inking, and yeah, you should go over there and check it out. That's
Wow.
Art Curious by MNW, our very own Miriam.
I've just been struggling to kind of take care of my own stuff here. I can't. I did answer comments, which I love y'all's comments, and even if it does take me a couple days to get to them, that does not mean I find them unimportant.
Oh, that's sweet.
Please know that.
She really does. And
I do. I look forward to reading them. Sometimes I just am so into this. My packet pouch thing has kind of taken over my life. You know how things do.
She's really.
That's how I approach everything.
Okay, and then we've got Barbara, Bored Grandma, Kathy, Carrie, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Daniela, Darcy, Dana, Eddie, M. Powers, hello, I believe you were new, Erna, Estella, Gerald's here, Glenda, Griffinshell, that's Rhonda, Imelda, Isabel, Yutha, Kim, Lee Nelson, Linda, Lizanne, hello Lizanne, you are new, or is it Lizanne? I would assume it's a Lizanne, but... Let us know.
Lisanne.
Lisanne?
Lisanne.
Maybe it's
You
Liza.
just say it real fast.
Maybe it's Liza. Well, now it wouldn't be Liza Ann because that would be like two things.
There would be an A in there.
Two A's. I would think. These are the discussions we have. Lori, Marguerite, Maya, Mitzi. Hi, Mitzi. It's been a little bit. So happy to see you. Paula, Panka, Ricky, Sandy Franklin, Shannon. Hello, Shannon. I read your comment the other day. That was her first live stream. She'd been watching us, but or the first live since she watched the one with the
Is
interview
that
with Kim.
our Shannon in Colorado?
No.
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 Another one.
Yep, there's more than one. Sherry, hello, I believe you are new. Silver Granny and a Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn. Sonia's here. The Shelly Studio, that's Margot. Tina Schweinberg, Tutu Hale, that's Tammy Odom. Veranda. And if I missed you, it was not on purpose, simply didn't show up in the list when, yeah, give me those pinky hello hands like Lydia and Carla and Maya. Look at y'all, so you know what to do. Good job. Okay, so, P, like she said, just has been pouching it up.
I'm pouching
Just one
off.
pouch leads to the next. It's a parade of pouches.
Parade of pouches.
You should put your pouches on parade.
I love that.
That would be really, that would
I'm
be
just
fun.
trying to squeeze this.
You know, it'd be awesome is if you connected them all and then you could like whip them out and be like, whoa! Check out all my pouches.
That might be a little bit past my skill set. But I'll tell you what, I think I got this needle threaded.
Look at
I
you.
might not be able to do this again, but by golly, right now, here's the only problem with the waxed linen thread. The wax kind of, if it's in a tight spot, it tends to wad up.
Wad.
You
I
understand?
think that should be our new,
Wad up.
like orifices.
Yeah, the orifice on the needle is not accommodating the thread, and I may not have gotten every single little strand of that through there. I'm discovering that right now. But hopefully we can rectify that.
She is. She's still like, you know, she's at that part of the kind of sickness where it's like you're good as long as you're kind of just hanging out. But if you start doing too much, then you're like, oh.
Yeah, I just get... and I did manage to struggle through and go to Costco yesterday because we were in dire need of...
Mainly toilet paper, but other things seem to arrive to the house.
Yeah,
Many of
well, I
them
was
not
out of
keto-friendly.
peanuts too, and that's not a good situation. I hope I've
Hi,
got...
Belinda. Hi, Lisa Mingus.
If I don't have enough on
Hi,
here, I'm
Ellen.
just going to have to make it work.
Okay, so where am I going topside? Ready? Oh, it's Thursday. Thoughting.
Oh my goodness, thoughting.
I forgot to say that in the post and make it like I'm telling y'all. It's just boom, boom, boom. Your lighting is, I don't know.
My lighting is not good.
Oh, that's pretty good. I just,
What's wrong with it?
hey, that might be a little much. There we go. That's a little better.
Okay. So, y'all know that I've really been on this kick. I've been watching the Japanese
She's on to the
flowing robes and hairs and air flying. And watching and looking at the designs in the buildings and in the fabric on their clothing. And that's all been very influential in kind of a subconscious level. I feel like that. But I was looking through the prints and found this one that we did. We don't have... I'll
There
have
you
to
go.
do this.
Yeah. Y'all remember that? We all kind of had a part in it. Like, Brad designed the stencil. P did the print, and then I fixed it. Or put it back together. I don't know if it's
Yes.
fixing.
And I wanted to address that because I think this is a quintessential print of PM Artist Studio because this is what we are all about. If it doesn't work the first time, you keep working on it and make it work. And then the end product usually ends up being much nicer than the first round. And that's when I came across the whole idea of Kintsugi. This is where it means literally to join with gold, and it's usually a gold lacquer where you put usually pottery. It can be other things together with the gold lacquer, and suddenly you have an object that, because of the joining together, is much more beautiful than it was before.
Yeah.
But I think that let's take it even further. If you approach it metaphorically, and the symbolism of joining together parts that didn't necessarily look like they fit together, but somehow or other, when you're finished, it looks like it goes together. And I think that's how our life is, and that's how this is basically how I approach my art. I do something, I react to each level. I have an idea in my mind, but it may change drastically as I progress forward because I'm reacting to the most recent layer. And also, it goes back to accepting imperfections and actually not just accepting
Embracing,
them, but celebrating. Embracing those imperfections, because those are the things that really make us who we are and what we do, how we approach art, how we approach life. And sometimes you just have to take some of that gold lacquer and stick it all back together again, because that's what people do that are our friends and family. And I think that that's what we do here. And those I'm probably not going to be able to talk terribly long today. I may have to use my microphone that's across the way here to talk for me. But I just wanted to talk about that and really emphasize how important it is to look at and appreciate what other cultures have to offer us. Because the idea of imperfection being beautiful is certainly not one that is acceptable here in the US of A. We want everything to be perfect. We want our children to be perfect, our lives to be perfect, and they never are.
Well, and I think that's one of the tricky parts, especially like on, social media, because people like to celebrate obviously the good things and show the good parts and have the makeup on and do this and do that. And we certainly, try to kind of stick to some of that too. It's kind of like, when we were growing up, and it's like, if you're going out somewhere nice or whatever, you get dressed up. And that's kind of how we feel sometimes. And I think people, that sort of kind of spills over into the internet. Like, you're not going to show people your kind of dirty laundry or, let them visit the house while it's a hot mess. But the reality of the situation is that most of us have that, or certainly there are moments in life when that is going on.
Everything is less than perfect.
Yes. And that's why we're here. Because I'll tell you, that last stream was
Hey, I was muddling through and doing the best I could do with what I had.
Highly entertaining.
Well, everyone says that. It wasn't intentional.
Right. It's not something we can...
Okay.
It's a real gem when it happens.
All right. Here's what I've got to do here. I'm trying to make this work.
Okay, top cam.
Top cam.
That's the Thursday thoughts.
That was Thursday thoughts. We're dealing with some imperfections here. Number one, I lost my ring, that I diligently worked on last night because I wanted it to be dry enough to actually employ it today. And yeah, so I've got that.
Your jewelry goes very nicely with your...
Oh.
Kind of. It's too bad you didn't do blue, because you kind of went with that theme, but...
Well, I know, but I don't have navy blue craft paper. I just have black.
Well, no, what I meant is the red. The red should be blue, if you wanted to match your outfit.
I don't know. I just felt red.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Really.
Well, it seems fitting for the style.
Okay, so I've got this. Can you see this thing here? All right, this is from my kombucha. That's the little hoodie-doo that goes around that's irritating as hell, that you're trying to unscrew the lid and it hurts your hand because it's attached to the lid and you don't.
Your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in your hand like that because you're holding it over an object that it's almost like... There we go.
Anyway, I was looking at it, and structurally it was quite fascinating because it wasn't just one solid ring. It was hollowed out around the middle. And I thought, well, isn't that interesting? So it made it very sturdy. And I guess that's because they don't want the kombucha to explode, because it is volatile. You can shake it up and you can get some good action from that kombucha.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh my God, look at that. That's going to be perfect. So I had a long strip of this craft paper, the indentured kind. Indentured, that's something else. Yeah, okay.
Servitude.
Servitude.
People kind of frown upon that, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on if it's working. It needs to work for both parties, but then I guess it probably wouldn't be indentured. It'd be something else.
No.
So I thought, well, now how am I going to use this?
That's a relationship. Sorry.
Some relationships tend to, if we're talking about the bell curve here, they're leaning a little more over towards the indentured side than the other.
Yeah, some.
So I had to, these sticks, I tell you. I don't even have any place for my, there we go. I don't want to knock that over anyway.
Okay.
So I thought, here's a chance. So the whole idea here is, this is a very philosophical statement here. I don't know if you know that or not. Because life is all about the pluses and minuses.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Look at you.
So my little hoodie-doos here. Oh my God.
I love it. Do you just sit up here and sometimes chuckle at yourself?
Yeah, I do. I'm just totally amazed and very, pleased with myself.
Yes.
And there's no one sitting here that I can share this with and whatnot.
Trish.
I have to save it for later.
Yeah.
That's what Izzy says.
Save that.
I want to save it for later, okay? Yeah. Well, that means in 2 or 3 days we just end up throwing it away. All right. So here's my thought. And I got the idea for my bracelet. Okay?
Hi, Arty.
All right. What I have discovered after making about, 100 or so of these little jobbers, you want to make sure that this little jobber goes flat.
She has some that don't, and they are some tricky
And they're
little
boogers to get on. They were early on, and I haven't redone them. But that's the whole trick. And then you want to look at this, and you want to see the size relationship between the bar and the orifice, because the bar needs to go past in order. See that? It's not much, but you've got to have that little bit. So you need to put a bead on there that helps that happen.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if y'all needed to know that or not.
Tips and tricks, y'all. You just don't know where you're going to get it or what.
I mean, sometimes it's just, you never know. You never know. And I have to talk about this bracelet here, too.
Hello.
I don't know if this is the one that I fixed or not. But anyway, it's old, chunky Indian stuff. Indian. From the 60s.
Native American.
No.
Indian. And
these little jobbers pop out.
Yeah, because it's...
I don't know.
It's more.
I don't know if this
I think
is
it was meant for more like almost costume jewelry, so it's not like it was.
Yeah, it isn't fine jewelry, but I love it. So anyway, those little things popped out, and what I did is I mixed up a little bit of paint that was sort of that same color, and stuck the tissue paper in, globbed it around with some Mod Podge,
Oh, that was a good.
and stuck it in there. And I mean, look, I think it's on there, but I don't even know where it is anymore.
Well, look at you.
And kind of, waited for it to dry and sanded it down. Yeah. All kinds of things you can think of. All right. So, I decided, and I really struggled with, do I want to put my plus sign on this side, or do I want to put my plus sign on this side? And I thought, well, it might be a really good idea so that this side doesn't have anything on it. And I thought, nah, because here's what I did. When you see, I mean, come on, I don't know what I was thinking.
Whoa, oh, wait.
It's way off.
It is off. But, like, what does that... That's usually not a problem.
It's usually not a problem, but it's bothering me.
Okay.
So...
Hi, Betsy.
I don't, at this point, know what to do exactly. I solved my problem down here with these being off. I just put another row of them. Oh, and this is the new stencils. Should I talk about the new stencils?
I would hope that you would.
I will, but I don't want to do that right now.
Okay.
I'm actually going to do, because we're out of packets to send to you all. So I have to,
Well,
we're going to do some live
packet
making. Woohoo! Okay, enough said. What I'm going to do here, and I have this, and this is serving a purpose, twofold. Decorative as well as functional, because this is going to help reinforce this, because I'm going to sew through it.
Wonderful.
All right?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Rhonda says it's unique. It's not off.
It's unique. Okay, thank you for that. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, I've got to have something here to poke my needle through.
Oh, that was smart.
Well, some people use...
A thing that you put on your finger?
Yeah, the thing that you put on your finger.
A thimble?
A thimble. All right, now I've got this through here. Let's see if we can get it in the right spot here.
Hi, friends.
I want to get it in the black. And I could have put this down and, really honestly.
Miriam wants to know what you're going to put in these pouches. They are they are pretty pouches.
I don't know yet, and that's not the point, Miriam. You're missing the point. The point is you make them, and it's like the baseball field.
Just got to make them.
I will build it, and they will come.
They will get filled with things.
With stuff.
That's never a problem around here.
No. Right now, they do not have a specific purpose.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the little wooden handle thing that's a poker tool.
Oh, the pokey tool.
Pokey tool.
I don't know why it ends up getting, like...
Disguise.
It does. And I feel like you didn't put it back. Here. This
Pokey tool. Okay.
tool.
Pokey tool. There. You know, Mariah always says, think smarter, not harder.
Yes. I mean, I didn't come up with that, but I love that you're attributing it to me.
Well, you do say it a lot.
I do.
So I don't know where you got it from, but
It's just something people say.
all right. I don't want to poke another hole that's not necessary here. So, all right, we're gonna get the needle on here.
You're scaring me with all these pokey things.
I'm scaring myself because my eyesight is not what it used to be. All right, we got that in the hole there.
One down.
One down. Here we go. Whoa, my needle's interfering with my lancing.
Uh-huh. I tell you, that yoga mat.
I'm telling you what,
I knew she was gonna.
it just keeps on giving. If you don't have one, go to the Goodwill.
Somebody quit yoga.
Now, just a minute. Is that the way I want to go in? Okay, so what I have to think about is I want my thread to end up on top. So I don't want to go in that way. I want to go in this way.
Oh, Helen says, having seen the other pouches, this one has a more angry feel to it. Or is that just
This one has an angry look to it?
Yeah. I think it's more intense. It's a more high contrast.
That might be why
could
you're
be
saying
the
that. Yeah.
could be the fighting thing that, you know, she keeps watching these on the Japanese things, because they fight on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kick the crap out of each other.
See?
But it's not like the Korean ones. Korean ones, I mean, you know, when they end up, it's a bloody mess. The Japanese, they have a little bit of blood on the end of their mouth, and that's about it. It just cracks me up. I mean, and they have on these white flowing robes, and they have one tiny little bit of blood
Right.
in one spot.
Uh-huh.
The Koreans, I mean, there will be blood everywhere, and they'll be slinging it and whatnot. Japanese is just little tiny bits of blood. Boop. Okay, I'm sticking this in here and really trying to get my hole enlarged. My orifice needs enlargement. And I'm thinking here I've got this other tool.
Yes, definitely.
This other tool.
Which tool are you looking for?
It's the one that has the, it's a driller.
Oh, the driller one.
The driller.
It's not the thriller. Here, I got it. All of these should be in the same
Well, they
little
should.
hooty-doo.
All right, this is a clay tool again.
Hello, Anina. And those, oh, I didn't do thumbsy upsies, y'all. Thumbsy upsies.
All right, look at this. This is tool use here.
I know.
It's absolutely amazing. All right, so why did I have to go through here? Okay, I'm going to go through. Got to think about these things. Because I want to end up with my thread on top, because that's how I'm going to tie on. All right, where'd my hole go?
I feel like this when I'm like mending things, I feel like I'm always starting on the wrong side of things, and then my prettier stitch is always on the inside.
This is a good point, Mariah.
Just, you know.
So I'm going
No,
through
Darcy,
about
you were not.
4 layers of paper here. And I still haven't made that hole big enough. So we're going to come back out. Now we've got an X here instead of an... Am I going to be able to... Okay, I can turn that. Yes, all right.
Oh, Eddie.
I want it to stay and be a plus sign.
Yes, I was going to point that out.
Thank you. But you weren't very timely.
Sorry, I'm also reading chat over here.
All right. Just going to go ahead and do this side also. I have to start with the smaller one.
Oh, yes, of course, Trish. I was just, you know, thinking about y'all and...
Ream that sucker out. Come on, now don't move on me.
Maybe you should, can you, like, just tack it into place kind of with a little glue or something? She's getting frustrated.
You know, I don't know which way is up and which way is down, and I don't know that it makes it diddly squat.
Well, I mean, your holes you have kind of made
All right,
specific.
let's just reestablish our orientation here.
Okay.
I'm not going to get frustrated and pissy.
Hello to Grandmother Peyton. Yes, of course, and hello, Kathy.
Okay, now we're in the
Love that
tall
name.
cotton here.
She's got a system. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot of string to be bringing through.
Well, I had to have 3.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay. Okay.
Things are happening, y'all.
And plus it's waxed. So it's not, you know,
Yeah.
I should have greased it up with a little butter or something.
For, to go with the corn that's in the packaging. Seems appropriate, is what I'm saying.
Okay, now this is how I want this to go. Yes. Except I don't, why did that come through? Why did that not come through? Do I have 3 strands there? I have 3 strands there, okay.
Did you watch the Flex X Cop? It's on Hulu. You don't watch the Hulu, do you?
Not much. If I do, it's usually with something Izzy wants
Yeah,
to
because
watch.
it's like downstairs. Because you don't get it up here.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it through. Oh my God, that was painful. All right, now let me extricate the needle. Put that up there so I don't lose that. All right, so I've got 3 strands here. Now, the reason I have 3 strands here is because, number 1, I wanted to give them a bit of a braid. What?
I just think it's funny. And we like, it happens a lot more now. Because it's like, we call it, you know, the YouTube, the this, the. Because it's funny. And so now it just becomes like something you do. Oh, there was some Eddie talk today, yeah. They talked about you, Eddie.
Okay. Just ravel those together right now. See, that's what's nice about waxed linen. I don't know if I can braid up upside down, but I'm going to try. This is what's going to be attaching my ring. I'm going to attach my ring to.
Oh.
Well, this may be a little more fumbly than not. I don't know if I could. Okay, I can't do it upside down. I'm not that.
Oh, I think that's all right. Were you trying to do that from the other direction?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm really having trouble with the black on black here. We're going to have to start over.
Just get your rhythm started and then...
Get my rhythm started. There we go. And after a couple, you want to cinch it down a little bit. Okay?
Those of y'all that used to make friendship bracelets. Those skills would be good for this.
Yeah. I wouldn't have to do this, but I think that this is going to increase the strength of my attachment here. And plus, I think it looks cool.
No, just another one of the pouches created from the Amazon craft type envelopes that we get when we order things.
I want this to have a little bit of movement, simply because I may have to turn it to get my stick through, because we're going to use another stick. But I wanted these little wispy strands here. I wanted enough. Oh gosh, I hope I've got enough to go around my finger and get this through there.
And hello, Lori. Got a couple Lorries here today. That's awesome. Bye, Anthony. Thanks for hanging.
Okay, now remember, you've got to get all those little, before you start yanking on this baby.
Get all them threads
Count your strands. Okay, I'm missing some. I don't know where they are, but we'll see if we can't get them back. There's one. There's one. Okay, do we have them all there?
Basically, it's like it is an Arty purse. But I don't want to say purse because I don't know that you would use it. Although, who was it?
Somebody's, and I thought that was, she said it'd be perfect
for her
when she goes out and has dinner.
For her phone and her glasses.
Okay, you piece of crap. Of course, you're not going to
Mm-hmm.
cooperate with me.
Yes, Lee.
Okay, I should have done this off camera so that you could, and do it right. I'll just start over with this, but because I don't like it. Wax linen is not the easiest thing in the world to work with. Okay, now what did I do with my other?
It's not an on-camera kind of thread to be using.
All right, what did I do with my minus? Anybody see where it went?
Let's see.
Ah, here it is. Okay, so basically, I'm just going to tell you this. I'm going to put this down here.
Can you chuckle at the fact that you lost your minus? I mean...
What?
Can you chuckle at the fact that you lost your minus?
I did lose my minus for a moment.
And you should chuckle about that because it's funny.
Yeah. I'm not in a humorous mood right now. I'm PO'd and this is not working the way I wanted and I just want to stab something.
Okay.
Okay, so anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically do the same thing down here. But on this one, I'm not going to go into the pouch. It's just going to be on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another layer to this to reinforce this, because then it's going, once I get it all together here and attach the stick to the string, and the string is going to allow the stick to pass through, can you see, so that it closes like that.
Love it. Like the bracelet.
Very much like the bracelet.
Thank God you had the bracelet here to really reinforce this whole stick through hole.
Worked a lot better in my mind.
Stick through hole. Locked in place.
Yes.
Must attach. I'm gonna rework that thing later.
Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do to my stick before I attach my string to it, because it's going to be kind of an opposite, well, not really, but kind of. I figure I'm going to score this so that the string will embed ever so slightly in the little channel that I create around the stick, and keep it from slipping and sliding off as you stick it through the link here. I don't know if I love this anyway. I don't know that I will do it the same way. I do kind of, see, I like those little fluffy bits.
Yeah.
I think it adds something to the textural concept that we've got going.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you can get it on there all nice, and then grab yourself a little extra strand, tie it on there, and then you can have some fluff, too. You can have both things. Two things can be true at the same time.
This is true. But
it's not just pluses and minuses.
The problem with this wax linen thread is once you yank it down, those properties that make it very attractive are the same properties that don't let you come in and rectify your mistake, because, I mean, it's down there. That's done, the knot.
Yeah.
I just have to start over.
Cut it off and come back at it.
Yeah.
Here would be my suggestion. Put a little glue under your plus, just to hold it into place.
Oh, under here, absolutely. Once I get it done, but
you don't have to fight it like you did earlier.
Oh, you mean stick it down first?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I thought about that, but then I thought, well, what if I really screw it up when I'm doing my holes?
Well, you got your holes in, so the holes are set.
The holes are set.
Glue the booger down right in between the two holes.
Glue the booger down.
Just don't get too gluey.
Yeah.
That's the struggle.
Because I don't want to mess about with this. But you can see on the other side, it's just this little thing of, and I can come in and do some more designs on this side, because I really haven't finished up this side.
Yeah, to even it out.
Yes. And I'm going to figure out something to do here, too, because that's driving me crazy. All right, I'm putting
Who knew? Who knew? We found the moment.
The stick, the string.
Put all your stuff in the pouch.
In the pouch. I think this is looking really interesting.
It is. It's invoking a lot of interest in the chat. Would you like to show off your other ones? Just give a little parade of the...
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to work on this one. We're going to work on papers for this one.
Okay. Oh, Eddie says use some crap tape. No, the crap tape's not going to work for this situation.
Well, crap. What did I do with it? I don't know. My head hurts. My brain hurts. And now I've lost my other... Oh, here it is. Never mind. I put it over here because I was going to talk about making some tools away. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do with
things already.
These little jobbers here. I'm going to put all of them back in the same spot.
These are some new stencils, y'all. Yours in the shop will not come with crap
tape. Crochet hook, poker tool, and driller.
Hi, Susanna.
All right. Now, here's the... It's kind of hard to tell.
There, show that side. It's somewhat better. Yours will not come with any paint on it.
Yeah, yours won't have paint on it like mine because I've already... I just, this morning, I decided that was exactly what I needed. And yours won't come with tape on it either.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
I know you'll be very disappointed about that, but...
She wanted those inner parts.
Yeah. I just did this because I didn't want stuff to go there, and I'm kind of a very haphazard pointer, so I have to knock. I don't remember where I am.
She's a sloppy pointer.
I'm a sloppy pointer. And I'll tell you what, the only thing this stupid washi tape sticks
really
to
loves
Yupo. I'm not going to sit here and get that off because that's making me crazy, and it'd be crazy if I had to watch somebody else.
Yeah, we already watched it fumble around with the
now
string.
On my new, do I have that? Did I put that down here? Oh yeah, here it is.
Deb says we could have you, some of those ones that you have pre-loved upon. You could sign it, and then we'll charge extra.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we're quite there yet, Deb.
I could get a new stencil. Because that's the only way I get them around here is if I use them up for something. Mariah will let me have a new one.
And when one of these other ones comes up, I'll tell you what she said about it, because it was pretty funny.
What?
Whenever you get to it.
All right. Now, I was looking at this, and I love this, and I want to talk about it more when I get down to my new pouch. I like this. I love the positive negative of this.
Well, and it's so funny.
It cracks me up.
So, Miriam is the designer of these here connection pods. I went ahead because I was like, I bet you somebody's going to ask for smaller versions. So I went ahead and just took her design and created this more extended one, which also could be a kind of... Now, obviously, it's not a true step and repeat because it's not exact. But there's some ability there.
Yeah.
To play around with it.
Yeah, see, what you do is you hook this end up with this end.
Right, but still, like, the funny thing is if you notice, those two or those sections, those last two sections, see, they are connected in all 4 holes. So you have some variety. It's an interesting stencil. It's a little workhorse, methinks.
Oh, I do. I absolutely, because you can use parts of it just like I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can do something with that.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing too. There's lots of big areas where if you use another stencil underneath it, you're going to get the pattern.
Yep.
Because it won't. Yeah. Okay. Enough said for that. I don't want to talk about my pouch right now.
Is it Jenny? Jenny?
Who?
Jenny?
What are we talking about here?
Jeannee. It could be Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't. The double E is a.
I know.
Its name.
Yeah.
Right?
I would think so. Let us know.
It is nice, Miriam, and thank you for sharing your gifts with us. Okay. Well, I love this. Lots of movement.
This is from Rhonda Dona. Griffin Shell here in the chat.
And very lyrical.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like how it comes back in on itself. That redirects your eye back in. Very nicely designed.
Fern fronds.
Fern fronds.
Fern fronds.
That's it in 5x7.
Oh, like Jeannie.
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 As like out in the bottle.
Yeah. Welcome.
8x10. And 9x12.
Miriam is giving a big thank you. I think that's what she was saying.
All right. Good job. I love those.
Yeah.
Now, I was really super excited to see these.
Okay. Well, and then, all right, show the other one. And she goes, oh, thank you for more bricks. Was this to replace my other one? And I was like, they're different bricks. They are different. They're in a different configuration. These here ones are by Paula. Paula's been busy lately.
Oh, she's had these for a long time. I saw.
Well, like I said, she's been busy lately. But yeah, so there's these, and then there's the arches. So, you know, I mean, you can lay bricks any way you want to at PM Artist Studio. We got you covered.
This is in case you needed a manhole in the middle here. You'd know how to plan it out. I'll show you how I do that when I measure things.
I love it. Eddie's getting into the... I like that. That's good.
Okay, I really like these a lot, and I think that this is going to really work well with my, pardon me, my new pouch, which you will be able to see here in just a moment.
Oh, is Joni here? I meant to message her. I feel bad now that I didn't let her know, but...
All right.
Joni. These here are by Joan Miron. And they have accompanying stamps. Like, I've had this for a while. This has been... I just... Poor girl. Joni, thank you for your patience with me. Thank all the designers for your patience with us. Because sometimes, you know, we get things out real quick, and then sometimes we don't.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen. Oh.
And the mirrory look here on the stamped thing is the fact that, like, I've been using the distress ink when I take the photograph to help so you can see the design on the actual stamp, but then I place them down on that. So it's not a crappy stamp job is all I'm saying.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
We discussed this before.
That's one of the reasons I like that stuff is because I know that I've hit all the spots. Some of that ink you can't tell.
That's right.
Okay, love this. I can see lots of uses for this, and you could even take, now see, you know when I was talking earlier about taking the, well, let me get the one that doesn't have crap all over because it's hard to see that one. It's good.
And I
all right, so I want you to think about this. And then putting, see what happens here?
Yes. Some cool
Now,
stuff.
probably would work better. Let me get the
bigger
one.
And that's why this does not come in a 5x7 because the holes were going to get too small. It was going to lose its loveliness of its design.
Yes, and you those little teeny tiny holes may look really good, but in reality, they don't work well. They get stopped up.
Yeah. Oh, good call. Yes, arches and bricks would be great for Victorian macabre. Macabre. Is that right? Macabre? Macabre.
Well, you can see how this would work. You're getting a lot of stuff underneath there. The only one I'm really kind of, yeah, okay, there we go.
Yes, a good set of stuff. Fun. I think they would work well with one another, like P's saying. And yeah, get out there. Shop, shop, shop.
Oh, wow, that's trippy. Lots,
or put it in your wish list.
and you wouldn't even, you're not even focusing on the design anymore. It's just become this very intricate pattern.
Textural.
Yeah. Textural surface to work with.
Hi, Kelly.
All right, well, we're going to make some papers today. And the reason we're making papers today during this time is simply because, I'm not quite ready for that yet, but I'm going to finish up
Did you pick up on that
gel
there,
plating.
Jen?
So if you want to see some gel plating, hang about. I've got to show you this. 'Cause I'm just really
I was
proud of
wondering if I was
myself
going to get a hard time about it.
when I measure something. And I mean measure something and then it actually comes out as my brain thought it was going to.
Uh-huh.
And I always
these here flower things, Flora, what did we call it? They're little ATCs, but we are not going to cut them apart because I thought that it would be fun to use
think
together.
it's a great idea not to
but
cut
they are
them apart.
ATC size.
Simply because you've got that area there where you can take your paint and come off.
But I thought it would be neat if you wanted to just kind of utilize them all three together.
Oh, yeah.
It gives you great, and then you don't have to like line things up or whatever. Yeah.
I could do that, except I don't. I want that one in the middle. Can you change that?
You can. You can cut it up and stick them back together.
Well, you know, if you were a really nice person, you'd do that for
I
me.
would do that for you.
And I don't know why. It's the off one.
Why I wouldn't just automatically do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You needed to consult me before you.
I did.
You did this.
Sometimes
actually.
things just happen.
Sometimes things just happen. All right, now I want you to see. Okay, here's the other side of the pouch. The pouch flap on the other one. Remember, because I cut two out at once? Because one was the front and one was the back.
Oh, yes.
So we had to then glue this on, and you got to watch that my fabulous ability to
Those of you
glue
that,
two different objects together.
those of you that are new, crappy tape means washi tape. Because washi doesn't really stick to anything other than really like Yupo. Or it sticks to things when you don't want it to stick. Anyway,
Yeah.
y'all understand.
The rest of the time it needs glue.
Yeah. So we call it the crappy tape.
It's got weak adhesive. Okay, now how did I come up with the perfect... I want you to look at this and appreciate the holy living out of this. Because this is just, I think, I was so proud of myself. All right, so this is 12 inches. Half of 12 is 6. And look at that. It's still matching up to the mark in the middle. 6 is halfway. So I went ahead, drew my line down the middle, and I just took no, I think obviously it was the other ruler because it's a little wider than this. The ruler's width and went down and went down. Mm-hmm. Then I went, okay, so I want to cut out the bottom part here. So then I came and I measured down, however much it was here. Mm-hmm. 5.5 approximately. 5.5. And the same on the other side. I really didn't care. I just wanted to take out this piece. It had to be the same. And then took my T-square and went across and so now we're going to cut out this little part here, which is going to leave us with this lovely little, and the reason I want to cut it out now is because we're going to cover this whole flap with another piece of paper. If I covered it with the other piece of paper now, I wouldn't be able to take care of this problem that we have with the edges. Smart, huh?
Look at her.
Okay, now I don't really know which line to follow.
Oh, okay. Isabel and Susanna think that those flowers should be turned into stamps.
They should do what?
The flowers should be turned into stamps. Would you want them about that size or smaller?
A little smaller.
A little smaller.
Okay, I don't know what happened
This
here.
is the birth of a flap.
The wiggle part is because this stuff is
alteration.
Is bumpy.
Yeah. I think the flap has
Yeah.
The flap was made. Now it's getting altered.
Ever so slightly.
Susan, she is extremely. Smaller, okay. And May is going to bring quite a few new stamp designs. So that's going to be exciting. Carrie's got some really cool ones coming.
I don't know what to do with these right now, but we'll just save them. We might use them for something else.
That's right.
I
Might
don't
just
know.
be the thing you need.
Okay. So we've got the flap, the down flap here. I don't really like this pointy thing here, and I don't really like this. I would like it to be more rounded.
Do you want
So
me to?
I'm just going to find something that's not big enough.
That's not the thing.
That ought to do it. You just use what you have.
I know, and May is just like, you know, we're right around the corner.
Well, that I've got under.
They're talking about how you were scaring them with the scissors, and then Helen goes, safer than the chomper. She has to look away when you bring out the chopper.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I didn't need to take as much off this side. I don't know why.
You know, the measurements were there, but I don't know.
What are you talking about?
You know. Just carry on.
Sally 4.
Sally 4.
Well,
Bye, Alina.
This bumpy paper is hard to work with because it makes you do that when you're drawing the line.
It's a wild ride, Mr. Toad.
It is. It is.
With scissors.
But now look at that. Isn't that just cute?
It is. I'm waiting for some comments.
Okay, yeah. Before I ever start these, I kind of like to think a little bit about, you know, what I've done and where I can go with it. And, you know, I like to make my designs all kind of a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know that, you know, number one, I am capable of doing that. Number
Oh, please,
two,
you cannot replicate.
Yeah,
You are not a replicator.
I'm just blowing smoke up your bum because I'm not a replicator. So there's nothing nice about this. It's because I can't.
Yeah.
I can try, and I can probably get sort of close.
There's nods.
There's nods.
Hello,
And
rounded edge. Hello, rounded flap.
Hello, sewn down thing.
Thanks.
I see you from somewhere else.
Oh, darn it. I used a different thread. This is going a different direction.
Yes. Okay. And I even thought about making these corners rounded down here. The reason I haven't is because I would have to deal with another issue, you know, of going around rounded corners. It's such a pain in the patootie. And unless it absolutely adds oodles and scoodles to the design concept and makes you just, it takes your breath away, it isn't worth it. And it isn't like we can take the chomper and, you know, do it at the end.
Yeah.
Just doesn't work. All right, so the other
Bye,
thing
Margie.
was when I
Thanks
was
for
looking
hanging.
at this little stencil, I was thinking, that is going to go perfectly right there. Look, it just lines up everything. Here's the other thing. See this line here? What are you laughing about?
Eddie's using his emojis.
He is using his emoji? What did it say? Hi, Belinda. She's giving us a pink hand.
She was saying hi to Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Okay, so I think that can be the lining up, and I'm going to try to kind of buttonhole this and even do buttonholing stitch on this so that I can get a button through there.
Oh, Lynn says that she thinks that these pouches can make arty purses for the trend-setting fashionista.
And you know, if I know that you sewers out there, if you were to do this and make your pouch
It would probably be easier.
from I don't know where that came. It's not a booger.
That's good to know. It's probably some pouch parts.
No, I think it's from my sushi.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's been on my lip. I apologize for that.
I know, I just saw it.
Okay.
That's why I said it was pouch parts.
Oh, it could be one of those little
Yeah,
foamy things from the inside there. They are really awful little things. And we've decided that they're...
made of corn.
Well, remember that one time I tried to make that really cool impression thing with that foam and I took it apart?
Just kept melting.
It just melted down to this blob.
I'm like, I really wish you would have brought that.
I wish I would have saved it. It had entertainment value.
Well, that, and I had mentioned that to you.
That it wasn't going to work, and I said, I'm going to do it anyway.
I said, go ahead. This should be entertaining. But she didn't do it in front of me. But then it did. It started just melting down.
Just oozed and melted and looked like, you know, lava. And it didn't make a very good impression either. All right, so this kind of sets the mood for what happens. And my feeling about this design here, it's very much a Macintosh, I believe. Who's the Scottish designer that did the cool wallpaper? I don't know. Somebody out there will know.
Yeah, let us know. Y'all will know. I'm gonna not.
And I'm
hurt
just
my brain about that.
thinking to find some of. I could even use ferns.
Didn't we the Morris? No.
I don't know. That seems kind of busy. I want something a little bit more, I think, geometric. Thinking along the lines of maybe Rhonda's...
William Morris?
William Morris.
And then
I don't know why I thought Macintosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
That very Art Deco-y kind of, you know, it was right. His stuff leans a little bit to Nouveau, but it still has that geometric quality to it. So he was one of kind of the bridge the gap between Nouveau and I believe that's my that's an opinion. That I didn't read that anywhere, so that's not an absolute fact, but it is according to me.
I like that.
You like this one?
But you could put that one at the top.
I just want one here. Then I want the rest of it to be pattern.
Well, should you do a pattern first?
A gold strip right here with this. See, I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay.
This is not maybe what's going to happen. A gold strip that comes through here underneath. Do either a butter impression.
Oh, yeah.
Over the top, or what you do with the wah thing.
Yeah.
That would work. And I could even flip it.
Oh, Helen says using Charles Rennie Macintosh.
Ah, yes. Okay, see, I knew there was a Macintosh there somewhere. But did repeated, you know, designs with flower motifs and geometric. Yeah. A thistle, I think, was what he used. The plant, the thistle.
The thistle.
But now that may be Morris. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of information, but names I'm terrible. Okay, so that's my plan. I'm thinking about that. But today, I don't know that we're going to get to any of those papers, and it probably wouldn't matter anyway because I'll change my mind.
Just gel print some things.
I want to just gel print some things and not worry about what I'm gel printing. I should say, I should have told you about this. I printed this paper.
Yeah, you
This
did.
is the indentured servant paper. Forever shall be known as the indentured servant paper.
We should probably put that in the PMisms because people might not understand that and be, you know.
It does print quite well.
Did it leave that pattern back behind?
No, it sucked it all up.
It's the sucker upper.
It did not leave much at all. You can see. I mean, there were a few little places
It said,
there. But, you know, I really did do the elephant stamp on it because I wanted it to be red. And that's what my little red circles were made from. So, I'm going to keep this stencil with this.
Okay.
Put this in here. I am going to try another whole different color of you know, so far we've had red and black. We've had kind of peachy orange.
Well, show them your pouches. See where
Peachy
that was the
orange
first one.
and red. We've had the blue and the brown and the green.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, this is pretty rainbowy. I mean, it is in the
Yeah, for you.
dirty rainbow
Yeah.
thing. So, you know, I think, I don't know. What do we
I think you
need?
put those little pouches inside the big pouch. Very nesting. Nested,
What color?
nested
A
pouches.
purple. I think we need to go purple.
Okay.
Really focus on going purple.
Okay.
You know, purple, blue violet, red violets, lavenders, that whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that. And look at this lovely brayer-off and cleanup off.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get as much off of that as I wanted to. The tape was kind of interfering with my plan.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that this is going to look so splendid. Look at that.
Yeah. Once you get that on there, nice.
And I will do that. I will absolutely do that. All right, I have to find my papers here.
Rhonda says that we could display the pouches on the wall in a group.
In groupings? Oh, yeah.
We could just leave them out on the table, like, you know, like coffee table books, but just
Well,
coffee
what we
table
could do is,
pouches.
you know that little thing
And
I
you know
have?
people would just want to ask.
They would, but you know the thing I have my the little, you know, it's
The file thing?
yeah, that I set up with the stamps in.
Yeah.
And that way you could put the big one at the back and it would stand up. And, yeah.
Like, have you seen my pouches? Ask me about my pouches.
I think this is really a lovely print. I'm going to put this aside because
Yes, Helen, I will do that.
I like it a lot.
Helen would like us to take pictures of the pouches and post them.
Oh.
Because then they can peruse them.
Oh, okay. All right, well, here's a good one we're going to use for today. A little bit of stuff going on both sides. Oh, there's my skull. And I've lost my other jeweled skull.
You can keep your remotes and things in them. So if it's in the living room, you know?
Oh, and it would be decorative. Hot diggity.
Mm-hmm.
But I did lose my other skull. I don't know where it is. It'll turn up. All right, this is an interesting color combo. This will work.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that's terrible.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
I like that.
That doesn't need a whole lot, but it needs something.
You've been holding out on me. You could have, like, put these in packets.
Well,
they're pretty
they
good.
just needed another layer, Mariah.
Okay.
So I can't put them in like that.
Deb says, thank you for asking about my pouches. They are the only ones left. They've been selling like hotcakes at $1,200 each.
Yeah, I wish.
Would you sell them for $1,200?
Would I? All of them together?
No, not all of them.
Oh, one.
Each.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Somebody want to pay that. You bet your sweet bippy. Wow, we got to get rid of that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Kind of like it is. That doesn't have very much on it. We can do something with that. Needs another couple passes.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Yunka. Thanks for stopping by. Get some sleep. Give those thumbsy upsies, y'all.
Yeah, before you go.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Okay, we've got a goodly supply here, I think. And if not, I know where some more are.
Oh, Helen thinks that we should even make a nice little label design. Pouches by P.
Oh.
P's pouches.
We may have started a whole new industry,
A
Mariah.
whole nother line of
Somebody's
things.
going to get in touch with us and want to mass produce them.
Well, they are SOL. That's...
I'll give them my designs for a price. Just don't know what the price is going to be. Okay, I've got to get my bridge going here. Pardon me for a minute. Paints get heavier all the time. Okay. Let's get started. It's always good to, kind of get you in the mood. Pulling a print.
Yeah, I was going to say, how long has that been on there?
I don't know.
Y'all remember this one?
Anyone?
While. No doubt.
It's very colorful, I will say.
Oh, Naomi says, Pay the Live with how to make the pouches was so wonderful. Thank you for doing it.
You are welcome, and
She's still on the pouch thing, so, you're going to
you'll get to see them probably a lot more. They may become the butterfly.
You're like, okay, can you stop just pouches?
Oh, I think that this is quite nice. I love this stencil. I would love to just keep using it for a long time and forever.
Desert cracks. You could put the cracks with the bricks and, you'd be on your way.
Look at that. Isn't that just have some grungy loveliness to it?
I still think it has a very brainy feel.
It would if it were on plain paper. It would be grainy. But this tissue paper does different things with them. Okay, that's lovely. And we still have a lot of neat
Oh, now Rhonda's throwing another little curveball your way. She says you can add an additional outside pocket to the back side. So you need like some pouch on pouch action. How about that?
I'll have to think about that on the one I've already started. Because see, the thing
We're
is
still
you
early.
need to get it going at the same time so that it looks like it has a relationship.
Not necessarily. If you have leftover bits, that could be the perfect thing.
I don't. The bits were all binned. Because they were very small and insignificant. So, there is that. All right, what are we going to start with here? Let's do this.
Oh my gosh. So Eddie, he posted a video and then he found a really cool, or they found, I don't know, did you find it or somebody found it in the renovation of his house. But was it ginger something, but it's like whiskey. But it's an old bottle.
Oh.
It's really cool.
Old house renovations can be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
And if you renovate and you're doing anything around the foundation, a lot of times you will find interesting things that have been, shoved in there. I've got to get rid of my sticks. They're going to cause a kafluti here.
Kafluti.
Okay.
Is that a real word?
Kafluti, yeah. I think it's a type of, it's a type of dessert pastry. How's that for a quick save? All right, what are we doing here? We're looking at this
like
one.
A little fact check on aisle 5. Fact check. Kafluti.
It could just refer to a mistake that was, on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this lovely, lovely pattern here. And I think that this is very regimented, and this is very loosey-goosey. I think this is going to be very nice together.
Veranda says that you could use the mesh on the back of the pouch.
Oh, now that's a thought. I'll have to think about that.
Lydia says she thinks it's a musical instrument. A kafluti.
Oh, a kafluti. Yeah. Okay, what are we going to do here? I don't know. I just think we need something with some oomphy.
Oomphy. It ain't Jenkins.
Oomphy. And I'm going to lean towards the heavy body. And I do have this. This is called Permanent Green Light.
That's one of the new ones, right?
It's one of the new ones.
Is it open?
It's not.
Ooh, the pouches would make good iPad carriers. Yeah, and they are padded. So, I mean, not
super, but yeah, they are.
Lynn says P was thinking Caflutus.
I don't know. It just popped into my brain, and it seemed like Cafluti. It seemed like a real.
I like it. I mean,
really nice word.
I think we should use it nonetheless. But I mean, if it does mean something, we should probably know if we're just throwing it about. Or claim it. That's my feeling. And then we should come to an agreement on how it's spelled.
Had to do a little franner there. Yeah, look at that. Looks cool.
That is a very potent green.
It is, isn't it?
This is a new Fern Fronds by Rhonda. Thank you, Deb. Look at you. Thank you. Y'all are such... All y'all mods just rocking it. Oh, it's Darcy's birthday, isn't it? Today? Is it today? Why did I think it was 28th? But it could be today. People were wishing you happy birthday. Happy birthday, Darcy.
She's the same sign as Izzy. Right? Right on the cusp. Oh. She's just not wanting to come off there.
Oh, and Eustace is the two of her Arty friends. See, birthday, it triggered my thought. And then are in Maine. She might just be making some pouches for them. That is a very kind thing.
Now we've broken in the stencil, so we can do other things that we...
Yesterday.
Here's Tangelo from Dina. I believe it's Dina. We always talk about that. Dinah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like...
I think it's not Dinah unless there's an H on the end.
I don't know.
But I don't know that.
I'm pretty sure it's Dina. She's not come to our streams to correct us one way or the other.
Yeah, so she can just suck it up. Buttercup.
Now, how silly would we feel if she just popped in and said, hey?
Hey, y'all, get my name right.
I'll be like, you know what?
Hey,
we will.
By golly, how do you say it? We will not screw it up again.
That's right.
We might bring it up, but
yeah. Because unfortunately, once something's kind of set in my brain, it's very hard for me to shake it loose.
Yeah. Got some contact paper there. All right, look at how cool that looks.
Ooh, that's super fun. I love the green and the orange together there at the, on the plate.
Probably only going to be really noticeable where the dark was, but maybe we'll get a little.
Oh, Lynn's sending me things. Getting me note up on something. Hold on.
Well, that was very
So
pooperific.
the Caflutus is a dessert.
How about that? See, Mariah, you don't think I know things. I know things.
Oh, I don't doubt that you don't know things. I just sometimes feel like when you're throwing things out, it may not necessarily be.
Okay. So we're going to dip into my great big old jar of titanium white. Heavy body. Not... Those little spots on the top are from my grapes.
From my grapes. Lovely.
Okay. Obviously, this has not been opened.
Hi, Martha. Thanks for coming in. Do give those thumbsy upsies if y'all are, just joining us, or if you just, forgot.
Okay,
It's
I gotta do a little
sleeve.
work here because my sleeve's peeking out, and that's when it gets in the gravy.
Now, here's something to think about, y'all. We are at 8,849 the last time I looked. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, we're going to do a big old giveaway. We have golden paint that we will be giving away.
I might save some of my pouches for that too.
Ooh, sweetening the deal. Now, what we're going to do in that 10,000 giveaway is that people have to pay the shipping, but, we'll kind of run it the same way that we normally do other than that. But there are some other tubs of this, along with tons of other paint. The shipping would be like basically buying one tube of paint or something, because y'all know. And then I've got some brayers, and I have all kinds of things. And we'll have stencils and stamps and IMPPs, but most of them are, they get the job done. But
we're going to try this booger again.
How y'all can help us get to that 10,000 faster? Like, sharing over. Sharing is caring. Share the streams. Share the little links over there.
That'll get us to the point where we've got a giveaway again.
That's right.
And I'm just massing papers back here. We might do another paper.
There will be packets. Maybe the packets will go into the pouches, and you'll get lots of,
pouchy pocketness.
Pouchy pocketness full of papers from P. Hi, Jennifer.
Look at that.
Ooh, fancy.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes me happy when that happens. Now, the only problem with some of these is that edge around it. If I haven't taken care of that edge around it before I put this down,
yeah,
I have a little bit of a problem with that later on.
Ooh, Gerald's got a Baron coming. All right. Never in this group, Miriam. Never. This is a fun stencil.
Oh, look at that wonderful texture stuff that's going on there.
It's crazy.
I will show you more in just a minute.
It's creating the puckering. Ooh. So really all P is doing is utilizing some brayer-offs and some, kind of stuff like that.
And this is the third print that I've got from that one pass.
Ooh. Well,
Pretty cool looking.
And there's still more on there.
And there's still more on here. And at this point it's getting dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it dry, and we'll grab another plate. And then we'll put down something on that later when it's completely dry. You will find that that's really the best way to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this white. Got some more dark prints here.
Oh, Marta says quilty feathers.
What is that?
Quilty feathers.
Ah, quilty feather. That reminds me. What I think would be cool if you were to take those pouches and make them into a fabric style. If you quilted it.
Oh, into a big wall hanging thing?
Well, no, for a purse. A quilted purse.
Oh, I'm just talking about displaying all of them together, you know. So
Oh.
I just think that would be fun. And actually, if you had it hanging somewhere so you could see both sides. Now, it being pouchy, kind of lose the whole pouchability, but, you know,
Well, you know, you
it's
can
just
still
art.
store things in it. If
Yeah.
you want hanging storage.
There you go. You could leave funny little notes in there. People that do actually end up looking in it.
Okay, I'm going to do about what time is it? Oh, we're good.
Yes.
3 or 4 more of these with this pattern. Then I'm going to bring in Miriam's
Connection pods.
connection pods and show you what I'm talking about. Because I think some of the linear, because it does have the circles on it, so it's not like it's completely straight line.
Yes, Deb.
And these are all curved lines. Look how cool that looks.
So, all those brayer-offs that y'all been saving.
You really need to.
This will get her done.
This corner here just bothers me, and I thought maybe I could pick up a little. Oh, look at that. That's perfect.
Oh, all the difference.
All the difference in the world. And I'm going to do the one right next to it.
Oh, speaking of which, so Carrie the crafter, he has started an envelope type thing, book process. He hasn't made it into a book yet, so I don't know. Seems early to, you know.
Early days.
Yeah. Like the one that Darcy did. I want to do one too. I just don't know about, like, then I need you to do the gel printy part of it. So I need you to watch their videos, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
So you-
well, send me a link. I hate having to look for stuff.
Okay.
Because I really suck at it and I get angry. Well, I don't get angry. Here's what I do. I forget what I was doing and just I'm looking at a bunch of stuff.
Oh my God. Actually, this just reminds me. This is so funny. So this morning, so Izzy, you know, we're always kind of about like, hey, you know, you need to focus on the way to school, talking her into, you know, taking care of business, right? And so we're having one of those conversations. And just without a beat. And right as we're saying, you know, it's all about focusing and not, and I kid you not, she goes, squirrel! Squirrel that ran across the road, and she's like, ah! I'm like, oh my God, that is hilarious. That happened this morning.
That's great.
Yeah, it was some good stuff. I was like, and then Brad goes, yeah, pretty much.
I keep reminding these people that the child is she's only 6 years old. And they're treating her like she's you know.
No, but yeah, you do it too.
I do occasionally. I'm just like, are you kidding me? Did you put any thought into that, Isabella?
Oh, Veranda says a pouch shoji
screen.
Shoji screen would be nice.
Oh.
We could maybe we could take the batiks down off of the one thing over here.
There you
Redo
go.
it with pouches.
All right. We're going to pull this with some tissue paper.
Yeah. Oh, and then yesterday, Devin Rex for art, she and Kathy did the they used the Akua inks that we sent.
Oh.
They really are cool, but
Am I going to be upset that I gave them away?
I don't think so, because here's the thing. They don't dry, like, on the stencils and stuff. I could only see you getting super frustrated. Because you have to kind of clean as you go. It's not a...
Oh, yeah, I'm not a clean as you go. As much as I would like to be.
No, it's just... And especially, like, I think it would really mess with the rhythm. Because I could even tell, like, Devin Yolande was struggling with that a little bit, because your brain is kind of set to a certain rhythm of things, and so it's very different in that aspect.
The video that I watched, this person had a huge long table.
Yeah, and I think it was from Speedball. It was the lady that does
I couldn't tell you who, but
yeah.
I just know that she had a big long table, and she was doing multiple prints from each of the passes on the plate.
Because if you want to keep the color true and you don't want to do a bunch of mixing or, kind of, it really isn't. I mean, I guess you could get to the point where you use it in a similar way with how we all know to gel print, but it's different.
Hoping my tape's skinny enough. Yeah, it is. My big old fat roll doesn't work very well for
yeah,
this.
and I can see that Devin, I hope that, yes, and you're most welcome, Devin. Thank you for taking them on, because they just sat here for probably about a year.
I had intentions.
She did, and that's why I bought it for her. And then I just kept mentioning it, and then it would get deeper and deeper into the cabinet, and I was like, okay. And then we talked about it, and so then I was like, that's perfect.
Well, number one, we didn't have a plate for it. We
I have the Speedball plate here for you. I bought you everything.
Did you send that away too?
No, because she had a Speedball plate.
Oh.
So I still have.
Well, I guess maybe
I still have a Speedball
I don't know.
plate.
I may give it a go.
Well, you have to buy your own darn.
I will watch it and see what happens. Here, this is some kind of cool tape. See if I can get. The thing is to get it solid enough that that you're.
Maybe Susan, but yeah, it was I think she was. I am pretty sure it was for Speedball, for the plates.
Because they are a special kind of plate.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
it's stickier. Yes, and I think that Devin has kind of the right attitude, the right mind frame, I think, to be able to really get into some of those more process-oriented, because I think this is one of the reasons that you are so good at the image transfer, is that you understand that there are certain things that kind of have to happen. And if you aren't that type of person, it's harder. That's all I'm saying. Not that it's not doable. But, and then you enjoy it. You find more success with it. Therefore, it is more enjoyable because it is a more structured, hey, you kind of have to do this and you have to do it. And the timing and things of that nature are quite important.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a nice... I might use this for one of my...
Oh, she didn't even use her Speedball plate. But she has one. I wonder if that does make any difference.
I thought you had to. I thought that...
No, you don't have to. And now here would be one of my concerns, ideas, thoughts. I don't know this. This is just putting information out there and just hey, I think maybe something to think about. The pigments and things that are in those Akua inks, would they kind of embed and probably stain your plate over time in a different way than what?
I don't know.
I mean, it happens anyway.
Because I've watched two different people. One person that I watched do it, she was doing some cool, she was actually drawing and doing this very elaborate drawing of mushrooms.
Which you would have totally have time for.
And it looked incredible. And the other person I told you was the person that just laid it all out there. And,
yeah.
Okay, I've got a piece of tape here. I don't know what to do with that. All right, so let's look at these real quickly. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, so the Speedball plate is
5,
created for inks.
6. Oh.
Specifically. And that is why it's stickier.
7 of these. Okay? And they're all, at this point, sort of kind of light. That's what you want to think about, because when you're talking about showing up, you need that contrast.
Yeah.
I want to reach for my cracked whatever, but I'm not going to.
Don't do it. You have new stencils right there.
I could do bricks, except that doesn't go out to the edge. I don't like that. What do we have?
Oh, I know. I need to go back and watch the image. She did an image transfer.
She what?
She did. She did an image transfer with the Akua inks.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Yes, I think that's definitely worth doing as far as a video, or even like just a short kind of little snippet of something.
Snippet.
Snippet.
If you don't know what color to use, just get purple.
PM Artist Studio.
That's what my old watercolor teacher used to say. If you're in doubt, use purple. Oh, that came out of there. It's got to go back somehow. Okay, there it goes. The reason I like these stencils that have the outside part repeating the design is because I can get stuff on there and take care of those edges, like this one for instance, where the white edge was around the edge.
Yes.
And I find that a bit disconcerting. The only thing is really when I'm making those for packets, sometimes it really looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
I didn't press really hard on that.
No, you didn't, especially in the middle. Well, now. Ooh, I love the star pattern. You don't really notice it until like it has been printed.
Okay, let's, what do I want to do here? Let's take this one first and do some
Ooh,
areas.
loving this one.
It's not picking up much, is it?
Your purple has, I think, dried.
Purple is getting that way. It's not totally. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Let's get this.
I wish you would scoot over towards your brayer off, like about an inch, and I'd feel better about life.
Oh crap! I just pulled it loose. Dadgummit.
Pulled it loose.
I tore the stencil.
Oh, you snapped it?
Snapped it.
Well, if you abuse your stencils, they will do that.
Okay, that's what. And when you need to be very careful when they're brand new, because
They're the stickiest.
They're sticky. I know better than that.
Well,
but I was just trying to hurry here
been
because
a
my
few
paint's
days.
drying. And what?
This just in, y'all. We've got orbital bliss. Exclusive. Only a 9x12. But here, this is pretty. You know, Brad's been busy this afternoon. It's called Orbital Bliss. Ooh, that'll be kind of fun. Look at where it's like kind of.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like I need to do something else here first.
Uh-huh. I think it's funny when Brad names his stencils. Because he goes, it's just funny, like, between the three of us, sometimes we can have very different names.
Okay, we're going to use this one. And I don't know what's going to happen here, but we're going to use...
Now remember, this is the Orbital Bliss is going to be, or it is an Arty exclusive, or a Arty Perks exclusive, so you need to be part of the Mucky Muck or Loverly. And actually, that kind of reminds me, we've been throwing around some ideas, some thoughts, and this probably won't necessarily happen until maybe 2025, but we like to, you know, throw some things out there and definitely get y'all's opinions about it, because, I mean, you are our people. But maybe transitioning from the Arty Perks exclusives to a maybe points, or, you know, like a points type program where, you know, whomever wants to sign up can, and then based upon your purchases and things of that nature, you earn the points, and then that gets you, you know, either certain discounts or just like free stencils or something. I mean, I guess all in all, it kind of ends up being sort of the same thing, but we would work out the program there. But if that would be something that y'all would be interested in versus the exclusive thing, because sometimes it's hard to explain to people. We're learning that.
Well, I think that would appeal to me, because you're being rewarded for
no matter
being
who
a good
you are.
customer,
Yeah.
regardless of your...
Yeah. So let us know about that.
Okay.
Let me know in the chat if you are watching this on
Where's my stencil?
on replay. Let us know down in the comments.
Lost my stencil.
Ooh, red dots. All right, Rhonda Boyd, she likes points.
This might be... I'm hoping this is pink enough that
Hi, Patty.
we're going to get pink and green rather than, you know, jingle bells.
No, pink and green, not jingle bells. Well-sized holes, Bradley Bear. Well-sized. Ooh, and it transferred through.
It transferred through.
See? More to be
So
left
that's
behind
going
in the
to be
holes.
interesting.
Yes, that's right, Yuta. So, this will be available in 8 weeks.
All right, we're going to let that dry.
To the general, you know.
Because that's just too nice.
Open in the shop.
That.
Because that's been something else that's sort of tricky, is keeping up, like, when things need to, you know, go out to the regular shop, and, you know, we're always looking at ways to make things more fun and for you guys to be able to, yeah.
I don't know if this is going to work.
All right, people are liking this. Gin pop in 8 weeks, yes. Ooh.
It's not blaringly obvious, but I think depending on what color...
yeah. Depending on what you do.
It will be a very interesting print.
Hi, Candy. Those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. We're still hanging out here. Got another 20 minutes to hang out and see what P's doing, making these prints for the packets. And those packets are the ones that go out whenever you guys do place an order. That's something that we always do. And give those thumbs ups if you haven't already. Please and thank you. We're talking to Isabel about please and thank you. Oh, no worries. No worries. You should come to the front, the beginning of, to the front, you know, the front of the video.
Okay, we're just going to keep this over here.
Come back,
we're
watch
going
it.
to put our
P's been, you know, pouching.
circles back down.
You think that's still, is it an open paint?
No, it's not, but remember it's a new stencil. So it's accepting the paint very.
Yes.
is happy with that paint. Okay, what are we going to put on here? We're going to put that same red, which isn't really red. It's crimson. Like crimson because it's slightly pinky.
Okay, good call, Lynn. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah, the circles, anytime we do anything with circles, it's usually popular. Oh, the hashtag commands are, as Nightbot listed there, those commands then prompt or put a comment into the chat that is about those particular ones.
Oh, I should have taken that's all right. Just going to live with it.
It's still just...
My brayer needs taken care of, and I don't have.
That's right, Eddie. That's right. Oh, well done.
Sorry, I can't do that on camera.
I think they got it.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Good. I got stuff flying around here,
yeah, you
folks.
do.
All right, finally.
Oh, hi, Elizabeth. No worries. No worries. Thank you for joining us now. And those of you that have come in, thumbs you up. Ooh, this has got a lot going on. But I love it. This reminds me of the Japanese lady, the designer. She has
She's on here. Yayo Kusami.
That's the one. Yes. And I think Paula posted about her most recently.
I've known about her stuff for
yeah, you've posted about her quite a few times, but I think most recently Paula has posted in
I don't
Makers.
know that I'm going to get very much on this because my paint was dry, but...
Ode to Mars, Devin says. that print. Oh, but it was the right amount. Now you're just showing off.
I am just showing off. That, I'm going to save this and leave it on there so I can do something else on top of it.
Just going to save that for later.
Save that for later.
Eat it as a little snack.
Okay, this will be probably I'll have to leave it.
Yeah. It's not a ton of paint, but it's enough paint that...
Yes, that...
Yes, there's a wonderful documentary about her. Actually, there are a couple of different ones, I think, because there's like that.
She's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Somewhere I used to have a book with just her stuff in it that
Well, I'm sure you still have
Susie
it.
got it for me.
Well, then I'm sure you still have it.
I have it. I just don't know where it is.
Mm. I think the yellow was a good call. Which yellow is this?
Dalaramide.
This is the dairy one.
See if that was a good color choice. I'm hoping it was. No, it's not.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, it's going to be great for another layer. I mean, we've already got, what, 3 on here because of the pickup.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what great thing you thought was gonna, possibly happen there. I think that you weren't going to get crazy contrast of any sort.
And I love that yellow. Well, I know. Love that yellow.
Yellow.
It's my version of pink.
I thought you were going to save it for later.
Oh, this is save what for later.
That.
No, this is straw.
Oh, hello, kitty.
Straw.
I want to go look. Cat.
Let's see what we want on top of that though. I like this. I think this is interesting. Let's do a little experiment here. Because we've decided we don't really like that green anyway, so we're not going to be crying in our gravy about whether it, materializes or not. Let's go with our old tried and true transparent red iron oxide.
Cynthia, welcome. Sorry, I was letting the cat into the room over there, because otherwise he'll just be trying to mess with me.
When I kind of want to knock back green, this is always a good one to pick up.
What is this one?
This is transparent red iron oxide. All right, so our big circle's down there on this one. Now we're going to have a big circle on the other side. Hopefully I've determined that correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to kind of neutralize out our green so it's not quite so froggy. It's not croaking at you.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't feel like, snapping up flies.
If you're feeling froggy. What is so hilarious is that one just keeps on, like, transferring.
I think that's really pretty. And you look at the circle. Can you see?
Oh, yeah. Like, if she kept printing with this one, she would still get more transfer of the design. This is exactly like how laser prints work. Because you have enough layer or paper versus the toner on that there's something's resisting or something is layered enough that there's still parts of that particular design or whatever is on the print. I hope that makes sense.
It does to me. I mean, I understood it. I was following along.
Well, that's good. Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes I don't.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard ours yet. The frogs out at the creek, because sometimes they get really loud.
Oh, yeah. When you cleaned Izzy's room, did you find her froggy thing?
Yeah.
Did you bring it in?
I haven't brought all of the music stuff in yet. I think that might be 1 or 2 drawers worth of business, but then there's the drum thing, which I don't know. Maybe I should just get rid of the drum.
I don't know. I'm tired of patching it.
No, that's the tambourine. But all the, how the drum, it stores the stuff, but it doesn't really store everything.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it just, ooh, that's very pretty.
Isn't that beautiful? I think it's beautiful.
I think that's very beautiful. You're going to cut these up?
Yeah. I am. Oh, no.
What? Oh,
Oh, no.
did some things.
Things got stuck, but I think I'm extricating them nicely.
Well
I think
done.
this is really a pretty print, too.
It is.
I think we got some good stuff here today.
I think so, but the frog, mainly the frogs that we have around here are just like the little tree froggies. They're little frogs. And some of them are like green, like, they look like rainforest frogs.
Yeah. Well, the one you pulled out of the snake's mouth was...
One of those. And the one that lives on the Norfolk usually during the summertime. All right, this is probably your last one, and then we've got to go to a Izzy's music show. It's called Snack Attack.
Yeah.
They're singing Cheeseburger in Paradise is one of the songs.
I've heard it quite a few times.
Yeah, she's...
Okay, I worked my...
You've gotten some pre-show. Why did you put that down? Why did you put it down that way?
Because it's the back side.
Well, I know that, but why did you put it down that way?
Because that's just... if you do it the other way, that cupping action...
Yeah.
...is going to... This way, I will get it more evenly, the paint more evenly distributed on the stencil.
Okay.
And I won't have to worry about which side I'm going to use because it won't make any difference after a while. Very nice. Let's see what we
No worries, Patty.
have here too. Very subtle.
I will. Thank you, Susan. They're excited for Izzy. She's been very excited. Put together an outfit and everything.
Oh yeah, what's her outfit?
That one that she's like, I will be wearing. I want to wear that same. I'm gonna wear my outfit that I'm gonna wear for the program to school. Mm-hmm. What? Don't look at me. I'm not in charge. That's something.
It is something. I agree. It's not quite that something that I'm happy about, but it's going to be.
I mean, you still got 7 minutes here to
I've still got 7 minutes.
Redeem yourself and not end on that.
Okay, here we go. We're going with, do I want, no, I think I need to stay in the transparent red iron oxide. I just love transparent red iron oxide.
Mm-hmm. When in doubt.
There is to it.
When in doubt. That or purple.
That or purple. And maybe we'll be able to get a little bit more of this design off of the plate also with this fluid acrylic that you wouldn't necessarily with a
Hi, Sharon.
heavy body.
Now, those of y'all that are coming in, give those thumbsy upsies. We may be here at the end, but y'all can come back around, watch the replay. But then those thumbsy upsies help us. We're trying to get to that 10,000 mark. When we do that, we're going to be doing some big old giveaways, like paint, golden paint, because we've got a lot of it, and there's no way she can use it all in the time that it needs to be used. But you will, it will be one of those things where you got to paper shipping. That's beautiful.
Well, I know, but I kind of lost my.
No, you didn't kind of. You obliterated it, but it's still beautiful.
My gold went away. I mean, no, it's not obliterated. If you turn it just right in certain places, you
give
can
it a wiggle.
See little glimmers of gold.
Give it a wiggle. I still think it's beautiful. Now, if you would have done a washout on it,
that probably
you might have gotten more
to
or saved more of the gold.
Save more of the gold. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the good thought, Mariah. Now that we've done it.
Yeah. Hi, Sophia.
I've just been whipping these down, and they're kind of
curly.
I'm going to go over all of this with pink.
Okay, do it, and hopefully it'll be a wowzer, and then we can
okay, quinacridone crimson. Can't get much more Powsie Wowsie than that.
Well, and to me, I don't call that pink. I know some people say magenta's pink, but I don't really. To me, it's almost red. Yeah.
Well, it's going to obliterate, again, the frogginess.
Yes. It will go brown.
I needed to shake that up a little bit more to see what's happening there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Raven.
Sometimes if you haven't used your paints for a while,
Shake them up.
shake and bake them.
Shake them real good.
I think it's interesting.
It didn't go as brown as we had anticipated. It went very Christmassy. See what I told you about that pink? It's not really pink. It's more of a red. Especially when it's next to green. It really screams
Well,
to you.
here's what I think needs to happen. I need to go over the whole... I need to do one more pass. Do we have time for
4
one more?
minutes. Make her happen.
Make it happen. All right. Where's my white?
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, Sophia.
And it's best to put the lid on this stuff and actually screw the lid on. The other day I just about lost it when I picked it up by the lid.
Yeah.
And the lid was not.
That is the tricky part with the screw-on lid ones is that, yeah, you got to make sure you get them closed up. Yeah, I don't know what, yeah. So what are you doing? Oh, okay. It's not usual, that's for sure.
What?
Though you using so much white. But she's
Well,
got a big old
lots of
tub
it.
and she needs to use it.
I've got to use it.
And she has now opened it, so expect more white paint to be used. Mm-hmm. And there you go. I love it. The stencil's a puckerer. See how it puckers in the little spots? There are certain ones that do that, and certain ones that don't.
Okay, what happened to... Another one here.
She is. And I'm guessing it'll be for a while, judging by the size of the container of paint.
I just need to do more pastel-y colors. But the thing is it's lovely to have that white available.
Yeah.
And it's like underwear. It's kind of the workhorse. You don't want to buy it, but look at the
Oh, that's cool.
see the pattern of the.
Where was that one from?
It was a brayer-off. Pretty cool.
Well, there you go.
Oh, not done yet.
You got 1 minute.
Okay, now I have to determine.
Are we gonna? You need to go the opposite direction.
I'm hoping that is. I don't have a lot of time
Right.
here.
Just really work that out. Fingers crossed. She's gonna line it up like spot on. I think you about lined it up.
I can do that again in another 100 years.
Never.
But it still looks cool. It looks kind of webby.
Yeah, a little bit hazy. I like it.
Hazy.
Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us here on 8 Thursday Thoughts. It is time for us to go, but if you have come in here at the very last, please come around, watch the replay. Check it out, because there was some fun things that definitely happened in the beginning, and otherwise, we will be back here on Sunday. Thanks for hanging, guys. Bye.
Bye.